Hello everyone, we warmly welcome you all to our special program brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. Indian Achievers Forum celebrates the people who went extraordinary to effectuate their aspirations and ideas. In this series, we emphasize not only on the struggles and achievements of the people, but also on the social contribution they made to their native land, India. Before introducing you all to our one such achiever, let's take a look at the small AV.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows, and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Mr. Anil Sood, the Honorary President of Chetna, hails from Himachal Pradesh and boasts a remarkable career spanning nearly 4 decades. With senior roles in both the industry and international consulting firms, he specialized in indirect taxation. Today, he selflessly dedicates his time to giving back to the society, epitomizing his commitment to community welfare. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you. How are you doing, Vartika?
I'm doing fine, sir.
Vartika.
Yes. So, before entering into the questions, tell us something about you and your professional journey.
See, I started my professional career with one of the engineering companies called Beco Engineering Company somewhere in 77. A long journey, joined industry, worked around all over India in key positions handling indirect taxation involving multi-crore projects. And also, I was part of one of the big four, once again handling indirect taxation, advising clients. Since 2010, again, I am on my own. I started my own consulting because I wanted to pursue my passion on environment. I had been actively involved in multiple issues related to environment and citizen related issues since 1994. So, when I was in Big Four, I used to face a peculiar situation that if I am taking up consumers related issue, that this particular client is our tax client. If I am taking another issue, that this client is our advisory client. So finally, I had to choose one of the two. So I thought better to quit and pursue my passion along with profession. So today I am very happy because I am able to pursue my passion and profession both. We have started afforestation of about 520 acres of land in Rajasthan near village Bobas. You know, Today we talk of environment, we talk of pollution. I have seen those days when the hills or Shivalik range or Dhauladhar range used to be snow clad throughout the year, right from top to bottom. I have seen those days, blue skies, and at night we used to count stars. I have seen those days when a stream used to pass through our home, and we all used to use the same water for cooking, for almost every purpose. And in entire village, you won't believe, nobody had courage to spoil that water because everybody respected the stream like goddess. Today, I am unhappy because I can't see stars. It's all gray skies. I can't see snow clad mountains throughout the year, only top or say cap of mountains covered by snow. So it's a time to pay back to the society. Everybody talks of global warming, nobody talks of local warming. how our local warming has contributed to change of climate, how it has contributed to change of entire weather pattern. So I am happy that yes, I am able to pay back to the society by making small contributions through afforestation. Over to you, Vatika.
Right, sir. So, moving ahead, I'm really keen to know that what inspired you to pursue this particular field as your career and business.
See, so far as my profession is concerned, it was in blood. My grandfather was a very known advocate. My father was a, a senior officer in Excise and Taxation Department, Punjab, a Gandhian fellow, never believed in bribe, and resigned from the service, did his LLB, and started his own practice. So I used to assist him. Then he used to tell me during those days, I am talking of 1975, when bribery had become a way of life, although rates were very low, but it had become a way of life. So my father used to discourage me to get into any kind of such practices. So he said, "You better get into the job," because he knew me very well that yes, I will also not accept the corrupt practices prevailing at that point of time in the system. So I joined service. I was with one of the liquor manufacturing companies. And again, as luck would have it, there also I had to handle indirect taxation as part of one of my assignments. But yes, it was an amazing journey. Then I stayed on in industry for almost 30 years in senior position handling indirect taxation pan India, each state. And again, the best part was I never bribed anybody. I never succumbed to the pressures. Then I joined one of the big fours. So again, bribing is a very big crime in big four because SEC, they are governed by SEC American code. So once I started my on my own, my consulting, the idea was that I should be into profession where I don't have to bribe. Again, here also a pleasant surprise for me that whatever positions, whether in industry, whether in consulting firm, or whether in my own advisory position, if I have taken up and suggested my clients, those positions have stood judicial scrutiny right up to the top. So I am very happy that yes, I am able to pursue my profession without any limitation and without any inhibition or without any challenge from any corner, and at the same time I am able to pursue my passion. Now I was involved in power tariff setting in Delhi almost for since 2000. Again, there also I have picked up quite a few contentious issues which are still I am struggling to get resolved in the interest of consumers. Again, in transport sector also I had been actively working, but again the wish or will or wisdom of the government is not there to encourage public transport for reasons best known to them, and they continue to blame citizens for using private cars. Once again, when issue of global warming was looming large, I was, persuading government not to cut trees, not to deforest, but again, who cares for, ordinary citizens when big guns are involved in construction? I started again searching, looking for areas where I could at least demonstrate that how common citizens can make difference. And I am very happy that Gram Panchayat of Bobas in Rajasthan came forward that, sir, you please afforest in our area, which we started. This year only, because of inclement weather for last 2 years, we could not initiate. But I am happy that yes, we have started this year. One 5 acre parcel we have already done. Now another 5 acre two parcels I'll be completing in this year only.
Right, sir. So, moving ahead, we know for a fact that starting anything has never been easy for any one of us. So, what all were the challenges that you had to go through initially in your journey?
See, first of all, convincing my bosses, convincing my clients not to succumb to pressures and bribe was the first challenge. So, of course, with the perseverance and my continuous efforts, I could do it. Now, the second challenge which I was facing with the state governments, that okay, you please do not plant saplings of 6 inch or 1 feet, because these saplings died down if they are not properly taken care of. When you actually undertake compensatory afforestation, or when you want to undertake afforestation, a plant must be 3 to 4 feet height so that it does not, die down so soon before it blooms. The mindsets have to change. And again, bureaucracy, for reasons best known to them, is not prepared to change the mindset, because at the end of the day, they want to prove that yes, we have saved money for the state government, which in fact is not a saving, which in fact is a criminal act of negligence.
Right, sir. So, tell us in detail about the product and services with which your organization caters its clients with.
See, we are into advisory, primarily into indirect taxation, and we are known for taking very clear positions, neither aggressive nor conservative. We are also known for taking very balanced views. We undertake, diagnostic reviews of compliances by our clients. And wherever there is a mistake, we get it corrected. Wherever there is a challenge, we tell the client, yes, this is the challenge, this is how this challenge is to be dealt with, and these are the probable solutions. So we do not only address the problem, we also suggest the solutions, and we also, handhold the client till the solutions are achieved. We don't believe in, frightening the client and telling the client that, okay, this will happen, that will happen, you will lose like this. This has become a practice in profession of late, that yes, clients are made to get scared. People start frightening the clients. People do not advise correctly. People do not tell the truth. And again, one thing is very clear, that despite initiation of GST in the country, which is, to my mind, even till today, is half baked. Because whatever wisdom as a nation we had in indirect tax regime for the last 70 years has been consigned to dustbin. All the laws which were settled in favor of the trade and industry over 70 years have been given a go by, and provisions have been amended accordingly. But again, courts are doing very good job. Courts are again coming to the rescue of the citizens and taxpayer, and honest taxpayer. In fact, I must admit that if any honest taxpayer is bothered by the bureaucracy or indirect taxation authorities, courts are definitely coming to the rescue of such honest taxpayers. Dishonest taxpayers should not be allowed to go scot free. Honest taxpayer must be respected, must be honored. And let me tell you one thing, 95% taxpayer are honest and only 5% are dishonest. The irony is that while ignoring 5% dishonest, the departments till today they entertain a view that everything is corrupt or dishonest. That mindset has to change.
Right, sir. So, moving ahead, we all have certain plans for our future. So, what are your future plans?
See, future plan is to prepare a generation which can stand up and say no, number one. Number two, future generation which, while pursuing their profession, they must be able to spare some time for their passion. Because at the end of the day, you have to have some satisfaction that yes, you did your job, you paid back to the society. The times have come that society which is recognizing, which is respecting to you, we must pay back to the society.
So you must be knowing about the Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign prevailing in India right now. So, what are your views on this campaign, and how is your organization working towards it?
See, to me, Atmanirbhar Bharat has to be driven by the society and not by the government, not by the bureaucracy. When we think of Atmanirbhar Bharat, we think of villages where the villages are able to make decent living. They don't have to migrate to cities. The farmer is able to fetch price for his produce. And again, the farmer or the villagers, they are able to create cottage industry to manufacture agro-based products, and that too with quality which can be sold easily. For me, Atmanirbhar Bharat is where I am free from doubts, I am free from pressures, I am free from pulls, and I can make my own life comfortable by doing and pursuing my profession.
All right, so sir, first of all, congratulations on winning the Indian Achievers Award. I really want to know that what was the feeling when you came to know that you have won the award, and who all have been your constant supporters in this journey?
See, for me, it's something unbelievable. At times, I keep pinching myself to know whether I am the same person who has received the award or not. And again, my first and foremost supporter is my wife, my son, and my friends who are working with me, who had been striving with me on multiple issues and putting in their best foot forward, always along with me. And they never grumbled. They never said no to anything if I have told them to do something which requires lot of energy and which requires lot of research. When I am fighting for pollution almost for last 14 years, a legal battle, it requires lot of patience, it requires lot of research, and it requires lot of hard work. When I talk of pollution, it's unassessed, unaddressed pollution which does exist, but nobody wants to admit because they are all big institutional polluters.
So now, since we know a lot about your professional role, tell us something about your social contributions as well.
The social contribution, as I said, this is my profession,
Right.
passion rather now, because
Hmm.
now time has come, society has given me so much. Now time has come to pay back to the society. So I spend most of my time in addressing the social issues. Now, afforestation has become my passion because I am saddled with responsibility of afforesting 500 acres. And again, there's a responsibility on me to ensure that the project which I have taken up, it must be beneficial for the farmers, it must be beneficial for the Gram Sabha, it must contribute to the environment of the area. So, my social life is nowadays very well restricted to my passion of, creating forest, creating community plantations in the areas where people have not reached.
Right, sir, that's really commendable. So, before concluding this session, you know that IF is followed not only by mainstream organizations, but also those young minds who aspire to be like our achievers someday. So, what is that one message you'd like to give?
I would like to just convey to youngsters that don't fall for glamour. Just think what your heart says and your mind approves. At times, heart misleads, but one has to strike balance between heart and head, and therefore, the youngsters must strike a balance and think of paying back to the society while working for themselves gainfully.
And that, I must say, is a great piece of advice. Thank you so much for joining with us today. It was pleasure talking to you, and we hope that you continue to inspire people of all ages forever. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.